Pumpkin seeds are often called one of the healthiest snacks you can eat. They're packed with protein, magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats, and you'll see them everywhere. From smoothie bowls to salads to grab-and-go snack packs. But here's something most people don't realize. Even though pumpkin seeds are incredibly nutritious, the way you're eating them might actually be preventing your body from getting those benefits. It sounds strange, right? Because we're used to thinking that if something is healthy, then any way of eating it must be good. But that's not always how it works. In fact, some of the most common habits people have with pumpkin seeds can quietly interfere with digestion, reduce how much nutrition your body absorbs, and even leave you feeling worse instead of better. Maybe you've been grabbing a handful straight from the bag every day, thinking it's a clean, healthy snack. Maybe you prefer roasted pumpkin seeds because they taste better, without realizing what heat might be doing to their nutrients. Or maybe you started eating them to improve your health, but nothing really changed. If any of that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. The truth is, pumpkin seeds are powerful, but only when you use them the right way. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what most people are getting wrong. In this video, you'll discover the 5 biggest pumpkin seed mistakes and how to fix them so your body can actually benefit from everything they have to offer. Let's break it down. Now here's where things start to become a little more eye-opening, because most people genuinely believe they're doing something good when they eat pumpkin seeds. It feels like a smart, healthy choice, but the reality is, there are a few subtle habits that can completely change how your body reacts to them, and most people never even notice. The first mistake is eating too many pumpkin seeds at once. Because they're labeled as healthy, it's easy to fall into the mindset of more is better. You grab a handful, then another, and before you know it, you've eaten far more than you intended. The problem is, pumpkin seeds are very calorie-dense and rich in fats. While these are healthy fats, your body still has to process them. Eating too much in one sitting can leave you feeling heavy, sluggish, or even slightly uncomfortable in your stomach. Over time, it can also quietly add extra calories that you didn't account for. The second mistake is relying heavily on roasted pumpkin seeds, especially the packaged ones. Roasted seeds taste better, they're crunchier, and they feel more satisfying. But many store-bought versions are roasted at high temperatures and often contain added oils or a lot of salt. This not only changes the nutritional quality, but can also turn a healthy snack into something that's less beneficial than you think. The third mistake is completely ignoring portion control. Pumpkin seeds are small, so it's easy to underestimate how much you're actually eating. Unlike foods that fill up a plate, these don't visually signal when you've had enough. So people often eat 2 or even 3 servings without realizing it, simply because it doesn't feel like a lot. The fourth mistake is not chewing them properly. This might seem minor, but it plays a big role. When you eat pumpkin seeds quickly or don't chew them thoroughly, your digestive system doesn't get the chance to fully break them down. That means some of the nutrients inside those seeds may never be fully absorbed by your body. And finally, the fifth mistake is expecting immediate results. Many people start eating pumpkin seeds with high expectations: better energy, improved health, maybe even weight loss. But when those results don't show up quickly, they feel disappointed and assume it's not working. The truth is, all of these habits seem small, but together, they can completely change the outcome. And that's why so many people never experience the real benefits of pumpkin seeds. To really understand why these mistakes matter, we need to take a closer look at what's actually happening inside your body when you eat pumpkin seeds. Because once you understand the why, everything starts to click, and those small habits suddenly make a lot more sense. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are incredibly nutrient-dense. They're packed with healthy fats, plant-based protein, and important minerals like magnesium and zinc. These nutrients support everything from muscle function to immune health to energy production. But here's the key point. Just because a food contains nutrients doesn't automatically mean your body is absorbing all of them efficiently. Let's start with the fats. Pumpkin seeds are rich in unsaturated fats, which are beneficial for your heart and overall health. But these fats are sensitive. When exposed to high heat, especially during commercial roasting, they can start to oxidize. This means their structure changes, and they may lose some of their beneficial properties. In some cases, they can even form compounds that are less helpful for your body. So while roasted seeds taste better, the way they're processed can quietly reduce their nutritional value. Now let's talk about digestion. Pumpkin seeds have a firm structure, even when they're shelled. If you don't chew them thoroughly, your digestive system has to do extra work to break them down. And sometimes it doesn't fully succeed. That means parts of the seed and the nutrients inside can pass through your system without being fully absorbed. So even though you're eating something healthy, your body might not be getting the full benefit. Another important factor is calorie density. Pumpkin seeds are small, but they contain a lot of energy in a very compact form. This is actually a good thing when used intentionally, because it provides sustained energy. But your brain doesn't always recognize fullness from small, dense foods right away. That's why it's easy to overeat them without feeling satisfied in the moment, leading to excess calorie intake over time. Then there's the topic of mineral absorption. Pumpkin seeds naturally contain compounds called phytates. These compounds can bind to minerals like zinc and magnesium, making them slightly harder for your body to absorb. This doesn't mean pumpkin seeds are unhealthy. It just means that how you prepare them can influence how much nutrition you actually get. Preparation methods like soaking or gentle roasting can help reduce these compounds, making minerals more available. This is something many people overlook, but it can make a noticeable difference over time. Hydration also plays a subtle but important role. When you eat foods that are rich in fiber and fats, your digestive system needs enough fluid to process them smoothly. Without proper hydration, digestion can feel slower or heavier, which is why some people feel uncomfortable after eating a large amount of seeds. And finally, there's the idea of time. Pumpkin seeds are not designed to create instant changes. They work gradually, supporting your body over time. The magnesium supports muscle and nerve function, zinc supports your immune system, and healthy fats contribute to long-term heart health. But these benefits build slowly, through consistency, not overnight. So when you put all of this together, you start to see the full picture. It's not just about eating pumpkin seeds. It's about how they're prepared, how much you eat, how well you digest them, and how consistently you include them in your routine. Small details, but they make a big difference. Now that you understand what's actually happening behind the scenes, the good news is that fixing these mistakes doesn't require anything complicated. In fact, a few simple adjustments can completely change how your body responds to pumpkin seeds and allow you to finally get the benefits you've been expecting. The first step is to control your portions. This is one of the easiest changes, but also one of the most important. Instead of eating directly from the bag, which makes it easy to lose track, take a moment to portion out about 1 ounce or a small handful. This amount gives your body enough nutrients without overwhelming your digestion or adding unnecessary calories. Once you get used to this habit, it becomes automatic. The second step is to be more intentional about how your pumpkin seeds are prepared. If you can, choose raw or lightly roasted seeds without added oils or excess salt. If you enjoy roasted seeds, consider making them at home using lower temperatures. This helps preserve more of the healthy fats and nutrients while still giving you that satisfying crunch. Next, focus on chewing. It sounds simple, but it makes a real difference. Slowing down and chewing pumpkin seeds thoroughly helps break down their structure before they even reach your stomach. This allows your digestive system to work more efficiently and increases the chances that your body will absorb the nutrients inside. Another powerful habit is soaking your pumpkin seeds. This step is often overlooked, but it can improve both digestion and nutrient availability. Soaking seeds for several hours or overnight helps reduce phytates, which can interfere with mineral absorption. It also softens the seeds, making them easier for your body to process. You don't have to do this every time, but even doing it occasionally can make a difference. Pairing pumpkin seeds with other foods is another simple upgrade. Instead of eating them alone, try adding them to meals. Sprinkle them on salads, mix them into yogurt, or add them to oatmeal. When combined with other nutrient-rich foods, pumpkin seeds become part of a more balanced meal, which can support better digestion and more stable energy levels. And finally, focus on consistency instead of quick results. Pumpkin seeds are not a shortcut. They're a long-term tool. When you include them regularly in your diet, in the right amounts and prepared properly, their benefits start to build over time. You may notice better digestion, more sustained energy, and an overall improvement in how you feel day to day. When you put all of these habits together, pumpkin seeds go from being just another snack to something that actually works for your body. So when you step back and look at everything we've talked about, it really comes down to this. Pumpkin seeds are already a powerful, nutrient-dense food. The problem isn't the food itself. It's the small, everyday habits that change how your body responds to it. And once you fix those habits, everything starts to shift in a positive direction. By avoiding these 5 common mistakes, you give your body a real chance to absorb the nutrients, support your digestion, and build consistent energy over time. Not instantly, but gradually in a way that actually lasts. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you been making without realizing it? Drop it in the comments below, because your experience might help someone else too. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more simple, science-based nutrition content that you can actually use in your daily life. And if you want to go deeper, check out the next video where we break down how to combine seeds and nuts the right way. I'll see you there.